Hey, hi, how are ya? Happy Tuesday evening. This is just a little bit later than it's supposed to be, but that's okay. I wanted to hop on and do like a mini thing about goals because I realized the way that 2020 went, a lot of people feel like they did not have a good grasp on how to reach their goals, like how to make things happen. And in reevaluating my goals at the quarter, I realized like I have still managed, even with the medical crisis, even with the stuff that's going on in the world and the stuff that's been going on in my world, being diagnosed with a chronic illness and some other stuff that haven't brought up yet, and having a baby and doing all this stuff, I'm still actually really close to meeting my goals or meeting my reevaluated goals. And so I wanted to give you guys like a glimpse into what I do to help make that happen, and then also give you guys an opportunity to print off the planner sheets that I created. I don't use the actual sheets, like the actual PDF download that I created. I use my planner, but we're gonna look at that, and I printed out, I created a sheet with exactly what I do. So if you see me looking down, I'm looking at my notes and the sheets themselves, but I'm going to make this quick because the training part itself, the part about goals, I do want to put on IGTV, and so that requires, it has to be 15 minutes or less. So I'm going to do this quickly, but as in depth as I can. And again, these sheets, the downloads are free. So if you want them, they'll be in the comments of this video. They'll be in my link on IGTV. They're available. I have them for you guys. And what I do when it comes to actually planning my goals, I have a goal planner that I do. And I put this in my A5 planner notebook. There's been a really weird year for my planners, and so right now for my actual planning, I'm not in my A5, but my goals are in my A5, and I wrote this all out myself, but I have it now to where now I could just print it out as needed. And so this PDF, I could print it out in A5 size, and I could put it in that planner. But what I do is I pick that goal. If you're going to pick a goal, though, it has to be able to be broken down. You have to be able to put it into action steps. So I pick the main goal. So the example I'm going to give is I wanted to, in the education portion of my business, be making at least $500 a month. And that is something that you can measure. You can measure how much you have coming in from that area. And so in my business, I want $500 a month coming in from the education portion. I am now 4 times that every month, which is great. My goal for that was by June. By June, I was already making about 3 times that. So I definitely passed my goal. So what I do then is I add a hopeful date. That's the hope, when I hope I achieve that. So for me, that was June. Then I put the actual date, which for me, and I don't have the paper in front of me, but for me, that was, I believe, that hit in March. And then I have a reward for myself. So what will I do to celebrate that? And so then I break it down into action steps. And so I broke down into action steps how I'd make that happen through my OutSchool teaching, through my Skillshare, and through my teachable courses. So what are my action steps to make that money in my education portion of my business? And I wrote those out. Then I have a place to write down your why. Why is this even a goal? What does it matter? And what does life look like? What does life feel like if you achieve this goal? Like, what is your life going to be? And then also you want to list out what your obstacles might be and how you're going to overcome them. And so when I sit down to do actual goals, I don't set New Year's resolutions. I sit down and I do actual goals, and then I reevaluate them every quarter. And that one, obviously, I'm 4 times that now. I've put in the work. I did all the action steps, and it came out gangbusters. Now, one of my other goals was to publish a book every quarter. That one I changed. I actually altered that to from publishing a book every quarter to publishing 2 books in this calendar year. And I am on track to do that. I have 2 that should be coming out, one in November, one in December. And I changed that in the summer. I actually changed that at quarter 3, I think. At the beginning of quarter 3, I changed that goal because I realized the focus had been on the education portion of my business, not the writing portion. And so I changed that. But I am on track to crush that goal too. And so all of my business goals in 2020 are actually coming to fruition. And our home goals, we have altered and we've changed, but that's exactly how I set my home goals as well. Well, then we need a way to do a daily check with ourselves. Like, how are we going to stay on track for that? So how I plan my day to have a successful day is I have my top 3. So I list out my, the light in here just went crazy. There we go. I list out my top 3 goals for the day. Those are the 3 tasks that have to get done. So for example, yesterday's had to do with meetings that I had to do. They were my coaching call that I did with my business coach. They were my Bible study group that I do, and my another challenge group that I'm in. And so I did all 3 of those, and then I put extras, things that I might want to get done. But yesterday I did not achieve those extras. I did one of the extras, and then the rest I didn't get to because I've been sick lately. And the reason this works is because it helps you give yourself a day off. It helps you to focus, and if you only achieve those 3 main priorities, then you are like, okay, I accomplished something. Now I can move on to the lesser tasks. But I also pick a goal or a focus. So if I'm working towards one of my main goals or a focus for the day. So for today, my top goal was to have a paid consult, and I did that. But yesterday, my main goal was actually a focus. My focus was on attending live workshops yesterday, and I did that. And so when we do our top 3, they need to be in line with our focus or the main goal we're working on. So my Thursday and Friday goal are actually working towards that $500 a month goal that I have. So that's the top goal that I pick for that day. And then I leave space for notes. I also check in with myself daily about my mood and gratitude. I have a space for that because I think that's really important for us if we're going to stay on track with our goals. We want to know what's going on with us mood-wise. We want to express gratitude for what we have, for what we've achieved, for what's going on in the world around us. And as we do that, we're going to start putting in more energy towards the things that matter. We're not going to waste as much time on things that don't matter. So maybe it's your day off, but you have your top 3 are clean the living room, clean the kitchen, and organize the closet. And you get those 3 things done. And so even though you want to also organize the kids' bedroom or the office or the bathroom or whatever it is, you don't get to those tasks. It's okay because the 3 priorities were taken care of. So if your main goal is to get your house organized, and those are the 3 biggest tasks that you have to do that, then you feel, okay, I'm moving towards that goal. I've put those action steps into place. And that's another reason breaking your goals, your big goals, down into action steps, and then reevaluating every quarter, every month, every 6 months, however you reevaluate is going to be really important. And then if you do that, you're going to get to a place where you're going to be like, oh my goodness, I'm just hitting these goals like crazy. I'm making things happen, and you're going to be able to see, oh, I did this, so I can do this. Oh, if I accomplish this, I can accomplish this. So that's how I've managed to get here to quarter 4 of 2020 and still be doing the things that I wanted to do, reaching goals that I set for myself at the beginning of the year, or that I reevaluated over summertime, and how I'm still making things happen even with all the chaos that went on, even with my worst days, even because then I know, okay, if I have to take a day off today, if I can't do if I don't even have a top 3 today, I know it'll be there tomorrow. I know that I can do those top 3. I get those priority tasks done. Even if I'm really sick, I get them done. I get them out of the way. And then there we go. They're through. They're done. So with that, I will have these 2 worksheets in the comments of this when it goes on to the page, so you can click that, sign up at the link and download them, and you can print them off and use them over and over again. The goal sheet breaks down the goals and into the action steps, into your why. It helps you stay focused. And then the daily planner page is literally just that. You put the date on it, you write your top 3 for the day, the goal and the focus, and you have a space for notes. And you can just print it off for weekdays. You can use it all 7 days of the week. Print it off just for the days that you work. However you want to use it, it's there. So those will be linked for you. And if you're on IGTV, the link is in my bio. And I just want to help you crush Q4. We need in 2020 a Q4 comeback. We just need that fourth quarter comeback. So I hope that this helps you guys. I hope that you get just as much out of it as I have. It's taken me a lot to figure out how to do a planner that, like, you could literally do this in your own planner too. Maybe you download the goal page, but the daily thing you do in your planner, you do it in your own way, because I was looking for something that I could do in my planner that I didn't have to write out like a bullet journal, that I didn't have to do someone else's way. I do it my way to get my tasks done. As for how I plan my classes and my actual like meetings, that's in a whole different planner. That's its whole separate thing, which I can talk more about later. But with that, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your evening, or the rest of your day if you're watching this daytime. I don't know. But let me know below how you plan. What do you like to do to plan? Do you have a special planner you use? Yeah, let me know, and get these goal sheets for yourself, and I hope that they help. Bye, everybody.